Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and again, as always, good to see you. Well, the sun's came out today. How fantastic is that after about 7 days of overcastness? I thought I'd just pop down to the Redrow site, the Hedera Gardens. And if you remember my last video, there weren't really many things for me to sing about, really. And I thought, I'll pop down now. It's been a good few weeks and see if anything's changed. So yeah, let's have a look. Well, yeah, first of all then you can see that the broken fence, one of, I'm sure, or many that we'll see on this walk, is still broken and not looking very nice. And then, do you remember when I said that sort of overflow tank, or what they're calling it? This is a pond to control storm water. That's what it says on there, look. It never emptied. There you go, look. It's not rained for God knows how long. And yeah, there you go. Still got water in it. It has gone down, but it's not gone down as much as what I would have thought. And let's just have a look down here, because this was a right old tip, wasn't it? And oh, lo and behold, yeah, it's just litter. Beer cans, pop cans. Let's have a look. Oh, this is even better. Look, trainers, shoes, McDonald's. Oh dear, it really is just horrible, isn't it? Footballs, straws. Yeah, not pleasant at all. And looking across there to the other side, I will have a look in a second, but I think that's just as bad. And there you go. Look, I think I found the other trainer. All right, so that's the other trainer, I believe, to the one that's in the water. As we get down here, yeah, it's definitely gone down, so it is soaking away like it's supposed to, but it's certainly not soaking away as fast as I would imagine it's supposed to. Because if you've got a week's worth of heavy torrential rain, my God, this would bulk up no end. Well, there you go. So that's there's the bales that are supposed to stop, I believe, any rubbish and debris clogging up the drain entrance, I think, and act as a kind of filter. I don't know how long that's going to last, but you know, straw's not eternal, is it? But yeah, looking up there, look, when I've just walked, all the rubbish is up there, down by the far end. And yeah, there's still rubbish, look, on the bank there, look, on that side. It's just everywhere, isn't it? Just full of rubbish. The signs aren't good, I think, as we walk around. So anyway, we'll have a look a little bit further and see if anything else has changed or not. Yeah, as I suspected, not a lot. Now, I don't know whose responsibility this is, but oh dear, look at the state of this. That is appalling. It's full of dog excrement and oh, God only knows what's in there. But there you go. Flies, you probably can't see the flies on the camera, but there are, yeah, the flies hovering around. Thank goodness it's not any warmer than it is, because I bet that is just a lovely sight to behold. And yeah, right next to the bench. Who the hell would want to come and sit here on the yeah, the fun sort of fitness wellness trail? There you go, look at that. Beautiful? No, I don't think so. Yeah, and talking of the wellness trail, yeah, I mean, just look, I mean, this is just horrible, isn't it? You run alongside of, it's just not a pleasant environment, is it, to clear your mind. And should we say it's not inspirational? It's certainly not aspirational. It's quite depressing, actually. I think you'd come out here to improve your mental health and then go back home and shut your door and probably not want to come out anymore. But anyway, there you go, lovely picnic tables, and yeah, right next to the bins again that are overflowing. So there you go, absolutely horrible. There you go, beer cans, lager cans. Yeah, oh, dogs, oh dear, it's dog excrement as well again. I expect that's because the other one's full. Flies, marvellous. Picnic benches, would you want to picnic there? No, basically. I mean, just look at this. It's horrible. That's if you can get to the tables without spraining or even breaking your ankle. You know, they've just bulldozed it over. And again, you know, if it's going to stay like this, shame on you, Redrow. Barrett, but if it's not, then, you know, why don't you do it all at once? Fence it off until it's fit for purpose, because this, in my eyes, is not fit for purpose. I mean, just look at the state of this. Piles of soil and rubbish, bloody screws, nuts, bolts, bits of building material, trees, logs, roots. Oh, it really is a shame, you know. It really is. You definitely get, I'm sure I said this before, you get the feel, there you go, there's another pile, that they really just can't wait to leave. It's been a long time coming, the sort of leaving day, and no one really gives a monkeys. They just can't, you know, the end date can't come soon enough, I don't think. But look at that. There's another piece of health trail equipment there, look, buried in the trees next to the pile of rubble. You know, no grass anyway, it's just weeds, nettles, rubble, screws, plasterboard. It is just appalling, really. There you go, there's another pile there. They obviously think if they hide it in the trees you can't see it. You know, hopefully it'll go green or get covered by the falling leaves. But, you know, it's horrible. Horrible. And some of the people on this estate, I only know this because I've seen a couple of houses up for sale, which I mentioned before in the other video, in excess of over £650,000, you know. Oh, look at it, it is just horrible. Horrible. There you go. Anyway, right, here you go. Sit here, look, lovely bench to sit on, and there's the backdrop. Yeah, beautiful. Here's another bin, situated next to the bench. Oh, it's marvellous again, look. Oh dear. You couldn't make it up, could you? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it just gets worse. Yeah, stuff everywhere, look, wrappers, bits of rag, microfiber cloths. What's that there? Bits of guttering and piping. Now, if you remember, this was all overgrown with nettles, quite high as well, and they had little yellow flags stuck in them. Well, the nettles have gone. Looks like they've started to mow the area, so the grass is trying to come through, and they've thrown these logs, and I say they've thrown these logs here, look. Yeah, lovely feature, isn't it? You see that in many a stately home. But, and then back to normal. Here we go, here's your health trail. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, bits of piping, some drain cleaning rods there, look. I don't know if you can pick that up. Yeah, if you've got any drains that need unblocking, pop down. There's some equipment here you could probably have a go at. Yeah, step down off those logs after your little fitness trail and then sprain and break your ankle on the rubble and uneven ground. That pile of stuff is still there, look. I don't think that's going to move anytime soon. Oh, concrete as well, look. Cement. Oh dear. Thank goodness I live somewhere else. There you go. Nettles, rubbish, rubble, sorry, and everything else that goes with it. Right, anyway, moving on. Right, remember I showed you that path as well that's not been finished, and yeah, it's still not. I mean, look at it. It's a man jogging by with his dog. Let's hope he doesn't trip up on the uneven surfaces. There you go, look, it's just absolutely unfinished. When they mow the grass here, they don't sort of mow it, they just drag the blades across, and if there's any uneven ground, which let me tell you there is obviously, it just rips across the top of those mounds, scrapes it all across. No care, no attention, no pride. There you go, there's a McDonald's, look, being absolutely just unbelievable. It's all McDonald's crap in there, look. Yeah, this is what £650,000 and more buys you. Look, from a distance, look, you think, oh, this is great, look, they've got the lines going on the grass, hey! They've just, you know, I want to get enthusiastic, but I can't, it's just, it's appalling, really. That there used to be the old walk. Well, I think you still can walk that way. Yeah, you can, to the McDonald's car park behind the trees there. Now, since that last video, if you remember, there was actually a walkway or a cut through or a fence that had a gap in it, purposely put in there so you could get into the McDonald's car park. But since I uploaded my video, they've fenced that over now. So someone was obviously listening and thought people shouldn't be using it as a cut through. But anyway, here's another bit of a wellness area. Look, yeah, that's you know, praise where it's due. That looks all right, doesn't it? Well, it's grass and weeds coming through the protective floor surface, but I'm sure that's what's supposed to happen. But yeah, it looks good. It's clean, tidy, no rubbish around it. But then there's no bin, is there? It's right down the bottom there. So if you want to come here and play with your kids, there's no bin. You'd think there'd be one here, and a bench. You'd think this is where you'd put a bench, wouldn't you? Here. But no. No thought goes into it at all, does it, really? It's just a tick box exercise. We've got to put it in, so slap it in. There you go. Pull-ups. Fantastic. I think the only thing that needs pulling up here is the socks of Redrow Barrett. Pull them right up, because at the minute they're not only hanging low, I think some of them have come off and you've left them on the street somewhere. You're walking barefoot. Come on. Anyway, there you go. So here's some more houses. Now we get to the sort of finished better end really now as we walk back. That house has been for sale for a long time. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't want to buy it, because every time I come down here all I see is people cut across that grass there, which is your garden essentially. They just cut the corner. They can't be asked to just walk a few more steps down the path. They just cut straight across there. Look, I wouldn't want to live there on the corner. Ooh. And the view out of your back window is the social housing area. I think we've already spoke about that, so I'm not going to carry on with that. But there you go. So that's what it looks like at the moment. If I see anything else, I'll film it. But if I don't, yeah. That's where we are now then. So things have changed. I did notice that some of the fences that were broken before seems to have been fixed. So I only managed to find one, didn't I? And do you remember the one I was on about, the lamppost as well, that had been knocked over? And that looked a bit shocking. That was also fixed. So, you know, brilliant that they've done that. It's a shame that they had to watch a video and probably get some negative feedback before they did it. But yeah, some things have changed. Other things have been left woefully terrible. And yeah, I will keep updating. I don't know how long they've got to go here. It can't be very long now, because what I'll do is I'll show you in a second that they're on the very last few houses, and then it's just the park area, the sort of you know, it's like a lot of these estates, isn't it now? They put like a little swing and park area right in the centre for the kids to play. So we'll see. But when you drive onto the site, if you're a prospective buyer or purchaser, this is what you see when you first drive in, which is not ideal. Right, so you get a lovely bald patch there, look. Horrible. You'd think that would be something they'd want to rectify, because that's the entrance in, one of the entrances in. So you'd want to make it appealing. If I saw that as I drove in, I'd be turning straight back out and thinking, no thank you. It doesn't scream care and attention and pride. Again, another one of these footpaths. Again, this is on the entrance where someone might be coming to, you know, potentially. This is what your reputation is built on, the first impression. And what a cracking first impression that is, you know. Dear me. It goes on down there, look. Path, uneven, unfinished. Footpath, uneven, unfinished, unsafe, I'm going to say. There it is. First impressions. Takes you about 5 seconds. I think you get the feel for it, don't you? There you go, look. Nothing there. Appalling. And that's been like that since day one. They could have sorted that right out, and by now that would have looked lovely. flowers, grass or whatever. They chose not to. And as I say, this is where people get their first impressions. So there you go, look. Would you continue any further? Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't personally, but I've seen too many sites now around the country where they just seem to give you the impression that people are so desperate for houses that that's all they concentrate on. Yeah, we just throw houses up because people are desperate for them, so they're going to buy them. Whether it looks like a shithole anyway, as you drive up to it, doesn't matter because people are desperate. So they're playing on that, aren't they? Really, but it doesn't scream care, attention, pride, quality. Not in my eyes, but that's probably because I've seen hundreds of different sites around the country over the years, and this doesn't rank very high. But there you go. So we're coming down here, look, and these here, look, are the backs of the last few houses that are going up. And let's have a look what we've got. So they had those temporary porter cabins, if you remember, that were virtually on the grass verge or footpath. Now they've gone. Blimey, they've gone within a few days of me last coming down. I was down here a couple of days ago, just have a look. They've gone. So yeah, I can only assume that I have no idea where the site office is now. But I think, yeah, they've all gone. These are the last few houses, look, all sold. Yep. So I don't know who's going to do the remainder of the work, the sort of footpaths and what have you. And this is where that park area is going to be, look. Just behind that JCB is where the cabins were, the porter cabins, the work cabins. So it looks like the majority of workers have all gone, look, the infrastructure's gone. That's it. How you'd get in touch with anyone now, I have no idea, because there's no sales office. So yeah, there you go. That's possibly going to be the last video, to be honest with you, because there's not really much more. I think maybe in the summer of 26 I'll pop down and see if this park area, looks anything decent. And if I give them now till summer of 26, that's what, 6, 7, 8 months, to tidy that back area, to empty those bins and tidy the back area. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll leave it now till the summer of 26. We'll see if anything has improved, and we'll get a better picture then of how it's all looking with the grass growing, the flowers and what have you, and see how it all panned out in the end. So hope you've enjoyed this quick walkthrough. Well, it's not that quick, is it? And as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.